but it's October now. So thanks to a little hocus pocus, I can offer you one of her alter egos. It might surprise you to learn Barbara Cooney was a witch. Not many know this, but she was, and what a witch. As Halloween approached, she couldn't help herself. It was the images, the fall colors, the peculiar traditions, and all that spookiness. And Halloween was our little sister Phoebe's birthday, which provided more than an excuse to pull out all the stops. One of the biggest and most important things, of course, at Halloween was getting into costume. And aside from helping us kids with ours, my mother went to great lengths with her own transformation. She always wanted to be a witch, I think. Wanted to be a lot of things, actually. And threw herself into that project with everything she had. Putting on a dingy old black cloak with a raggedy hood and wearing some old, worn-out, pointy boots, she turned herself into a cackling, creaky-voiced creature with scraggly wisps of hair hanging in her face. And her teeth, my God, they were hideously crooked and a flue blacked out with prune skins, and the rest a horrible color made with an orange peel. And her nose became a great bony beak with warts. Her skin was wrinkled and ashen, her fingernails wickedly long and sharp, and there seemed to be an especially sinister glint in her squinty eyes. And then it got dark outside. Spooks began roaming the neighborhood. And our big old house was very dark too, but for a single candle in the window near the door. Small groups of trick-or-treaters approached in twos or threes, whispering, not certain if this was such a good idea. But they'd knock on the door, and after a long minute, it would slowly open. And hunched over, with a ratty basket hanging from her bony fingers, the diminutive old witch, in a high, raspy voice, asked, and who might you be, my dearie? What do you want? And those child goblins with candy on their minds up to this point, not quite sure of themselves, confronted with a real witch, answered the best they could. And they told her their names. The witch shrieked, let me shake your hand. The hand she stabbed at them out of her black sleeve was cold and pale and clammy. It was actually an old glove filled with damp cotton tied to She squeezed their arms and pinched them to see how much meat they had on their bodies. She said. And her black cat, Lucifer, sat on a chair and stared with big yellow eyes. And the young goblin stared back through the door, mostly at the witch. She was real. She was very real. With a rustling sound, she thrust her basket at them, and not so nicely. They were wary. Should they take what she offered them? A poison apple? A bat dipped in chocolate? A candied toad? They picked through that basket very carefully. And then they hustled off into the dark, considerably faster than they had come. Barbara Cooney, the witch, with real tears in her eyes, thanks you very much and wishes you all a good and scary Halloween.